Hello students, I hope you all are well and safe. I again welcome you for this lecture. In this lecture, I am going to talk on the development of English drama. In this development of drama, we'll focus on the classical Greek drama, the classical Roman drama, medieval theatre, Elizabethan and Jacobean drama, and the Restoration drama. Let's begin the discussion by talking about classical Greek drama. You can see the Western drama originates in classical Greece, who produced three types of plays, including tragedy, comedy, and the satyr play. In those days, plays were performed as part of festivities celebrating the god Dionysus in the 5th century BC. The theatrical culture was developed in the city-state of Athens. Historians have found many names of ancient Greek dramatists, but only the works of 5 dramatists have been survived to this day. We have very few complete plays by the tragedians like Aeschylus, Sophocles and Euripides, and the comic writers Aristophanes and Menander in the 4th century. It is believed that the competitions for tragedies began in 534 BC. As a rule of this competition, dramatists were required to present 3 tragedies and 1 satyr play. And in the plays, characters and chorus had a greater significance. In the development of English drama, classical Roman theatre has an also important role. In the expansion of Roman Republic in 509 to 27 BC, Rome encountered several territories of Greek drama. During the Roman Empire, from 27 BC to 476 AD, theatres were spread across Europe. It was observed that Roman theatre was more sophisticated, extensive, and also varied. The works were the tragedies and comedies by Andronicus and Gnaeus, but their works have not survived. They composed both genres, including tragedy and comedy. In the 2nd century BC, Roman drama was firmly established. The groups were formed. The comedies were based on Greek subjects. Titus, Maccius, Plautus, and Publius Terentius Afer, Terens, were the popular dramatists. Roman theatre abolished the role of chorus. They introduced dialogue, and divided plays into episodes. The setting was more broader and open. Plautus is known for his farce, wit, and poetic meters with a complexity of plot. The tragedies of Seneca were also adopted from Greek originals. After the classical Greek drama and classical Roman drama, in Europe, medieval theatre was flourished. The medieval era was known for liturgical dramas. Plays were performed in the churches and themes were based on biblical events as a part of annual celebrations. In the 11th century, it spread through Europe to Russia, Scandinavia, and Italy. In the late Middle Ages, many plays survived from France and Germany. They were written on the lives of past kings also. There were two types of plays in the medieval period: the miracle plays and the morality plays. The miracle plays were focuses on the major events from the Bible, such as the fall of Adam and Eve or the birth of Jesus Christ, and forms part of a series or cycle of plays named after the town where they were performed. The York, Chester, Wakefield, or town plays are the most important cycles of plays. The miracle plays can be seen as didactic plays. They were intended to explain the mysteries of Christianity. The Crucifixion is one of the best examples of a miracle play from the York cycle of plays. The play presents the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, who has been taken by 4 soldiers to the hill. It is not only about the silent suffering of God, but also our responsibilities towards it, the responsibilities of human beings to learn a lesson from it. So the play is about sacrifice of Jesus and also the humanitarian values. Another type of medieval drama was the morality plays. The morality plays presented the gap between religious ideals and worldly disorder. Through the plays, different lessons were given to people. It was a kind of moral teaching to people. Morality plays focus on the moral dilemmas that confront man as the journey from birth to death. All these plays are allegorical plays in which both plot and characters are used to illustrate an abstract moral lesson. Everyman is one of the best examples of a morality play. The play is about everyone, everyone should be prepared for death and look their good deeds. And after the death, only good deeds follow us. So all such kinds of lessons are taught to the human society for making this earth a good place for living. Elizabethan and Jacobean drama owe a lot to the morality play tradition. It was one of the richest periods in the history of drama in England, which occurred in the 16th and 17th centuries. The prominent playwrights like Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Ben Jonson, etc. wrote plays in verse. The plays were written to celebrate the Tudor monarchy and the lives of past kings and their bravery. These stories were derived from Greek and Roman mythologies and from the plays of Plautus and Terens. The 16th and 17th centuries was the period of an extraordinary social change. There were different conflicting views about humanity. In the medieval society, people were believing in a Christian ordered universe. People were treated as fallen creatures who will be saved or damned by God and who must therefore look to their eternal souls. These kinds of views of a Christian ordered universe are shifted to a modern secular society in which the court rather than the church became the center of power, and in which the money and politics played an increasing important role. In the modern period, individuals were caught between the rival demands of their consciousness and their desires. So all such kind of contradictions we could see in the Elizabethan and Jacobean drama. So it was the beginning of modern society and modern values. After the Elizabethan and Jacobean drama, the Restoration comedies were flourished in England in the second half of the 17th century. Restoration comedies were written after the restoration of Charles II on the throne of England. The comedies were written and performed from 1660 to 1710. In the middle of the 17th century, Puritan regime in England closed public theatre, but all the theatres were reopened in 1660 with the restoration of Charles II on the monarchy. The ideas were openly borrowed from French, Spanish, Greek, Roman, Jacobean, and Caroline plays. The Restoration plays discussed sexuality very explicitly. They were also known for urban cosmopolitan life and wit. Stage was very much crowded with multiple plots. The comedies of Jean Dryden, William Wycherley, and Georges Etheridge celebrated the upper class life very openly with various sexual intrigues and conquest. These plays were called unsentimental or hard comedies, which were written between 1660 to 1690. So it was called, in a thematic sense, the first wave in the Restoration period. The second wave was started after 1690s, and this wave was known as sentimental or softer comedies. The plays of William Congreve and Jean Vanbrugh were into that category. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next lecture, we'll talk about what is tragedy and types of tragedies. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.